Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Sanitary 103 again, promoting clean eating and a clean and healthy lifestyle. So I got a question from one of my subscribers named Madeline Cordero. Hey Madeline, how's it going? And the question was, how can I basically improve my running ability, my running time, and basically run faster despite being overweight? Now, being overweight, especially when you're doing cardio such as running, definitely is challenging. For one, because you're carrying around all this extra weight, you're going to put a lot of strain and stress on your tendons. So do note that you want to always listen to your body. If you feel like you have a lot of nagging injuries that aren't going away, you definitely may need to take a break. And or do note that there are other alternative types of cardio such as swimming, biking, walking on the stairs, elliptical. There are a lot of different options that are less wear and tear on your body, so just keep that in mind. And before I go over the single most important piece of advice to help you run quicker, I did want to point out that the advice that I'm going to give you applies to overweight people, but actually applies to everybody across the board. Whether you're just starting out, or you're even a moderate runner, or let's say in this case you're overweight, basically the advice I'm going to give you is going to apply to everybody. And without much further ado, the number one piece of advice that I'm going to give you that's going to help you improve your running, to help you become quicker, even if you are overweight or if you're, let's say, a beginner, and that is the idea of workload progression. Now, workload progression can apply to weight training definitely, as well as cardio. And basically what workload progression is, basically when you work out, you want to track, basically what you're doing. And each workout that you go to, you want to basically try to top that by just a little bit. For instance, let's use the treadmill as an example. Let's say you be going to the gym, and let's say in 10 minutes worth, you're able to run 1 mile. The next time that you work out during that 10 minutes, try to run more than that 1 mile. Now, if you don't have a treadmill, you can do it outside, but just make sure that you know your exact distance, or go on a track so you can track, basically, how fast you can run in a certain amount of distance. By keeping a track of this and progressively overworking your body, you're going to improve your lung capacity, and you're going to obviously be going quicker because you're covering more distance over a shorter period of time. One quick disclaimer I did want to mention about workload progression is that you don't want to get too carried away, meaning try not to increase your mileage no more than 10% per week. If you're used to running 1 mile, per session, don't bump it up to like 4 or 5 miles. That just doesn't make sense. You're gonna put too much strain on your body. You're gonna, suffer an injury, or you definitely may increase the chances of suffering injury. That happened to me back in the day. And also be aware of, when you're changing surfaces. If you're running on the treadmill, it's less wear and tear than running on the concrete. Or if you're used to running trails and then you run on the concrete, your body's going to get a lot of shock, especially if you're overweight. But this also applies to even people that aren't overweight. Anybody can suffer an injury. Alrighty, that about wraps it up. So in summary, make sure you don't increase your mileage no more than 10% per week. Always listen to your body. If you feel like you're getting some, strain, some knee pain, make sure to lay off it and or try some other types of cardio. And the third thing is obviously workload progression. Push yourself little by little, document it, and that'll give you a straight up answer and idea of how you're progressing, and hopefully it'll help you. Thanks once again for watching another video. Comments and questions are always welcome. Take care. Bye.